Hello everyone, welcome to Trivia. You already know I love celebrating the most ridiculous of holidays, but today's is actually quite sweet. National New Friends Day. So let's play a fun little game, and I'm not talking about trivia. Introduce yourselves in the chat right now. I want names, locations, and how old you were when you won your first display trivia game. What? You thought I was going to ask you to give your age? I mean, if there's anything you should know about me by now, it is that I am a lady of grace and dignity. Sorry. I had a large Dr. Pepper before this. I have manners, class. Okay, I digress. Names, locations, and age of your first trivia win. So go, make friends. And if you don't need any new friends, then hurry up and text your old friends to come play trivia right now. Yeah. Well, my name is Sarah. I live in Brooklyn, and I've never won a trivia game because I'm always hosting them, silly. And we're the 2,768 best friends that anyone could ever have. This was fun. Okay, now let's have some more fun. $1,000 up for grabs. You have to answer 10 questions correctly to win it. 10 seconds for each. Once you tap, there's no going back. If you miss one, you are no longer eligible for the money. But honey, stay in the game and hang with your new friends. And you know what will help you to know your new friends better? A fully completed profile. And you posting some original content to this app. You also need to be doing that now anyway in order to redeem your winnings from trivia. So yeah, more reasons to set up your profile, complete with the profile pic, and post. Also, if you didn't know, we are now doing a live pre-show every single night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right before trivia. Why watch? I mean, well, one reason is that I'll be there, but another is that I'll be giving away a trivia answer during that time. Plus showing your content and talking about display updates and even having fun guests on. So, now, it is time for display trivia. Q1. The name of the game you're currently playing on display is called what? Charades, Pictionary, Trivia. The name of the game you're currently playing on display is called what? Charades, Pictionary, Trivia. Whoa, friends, we are taking it back to the basics tonight. Basically, this question is asking, are you awake? Do you have a pulse? If you answered yes to either of the above questions, you should have this one in the bag. I mean, unless it's the reusable grocery bag you always accidentally leave in the trunk of your car instead of ever actually bringing it into the store. Don't get it in that bag. You always buy more. And where do they end up? Your trunk. Friends, new and old. The name of the game tonight is Trivia. And the object? To get all 10 right and win some money, honey. Question 2. Which of the following fruits does not have a rind? Orange, watermelon, blueberry. Which of the following fruits does not have a rind? Orange, watermelon, blueberry. Only one of the fruits is rindless, but also only one of these fruits is in the title of a #1 chart-topping Harry Styles hit single. And this song has been in the news lately because Harry finally confirmed what the song has actually been about this whole time. And the reveal? Ooh, oh, it's much like your morning smoothie in that it's very, very juicy. I'll let y'all look that one up for yourselves. But in the meantime, I'll go ahead and reveal all the answers on this show. Not like all at one time. Question by question. Watermelon sugar is the high Harry was on, but blueberry is the only fruit on this list you normally wouldn't peel to eat. Nope, just pop those blueberries right on in. Question 3. In graphics, the repetition of this English letter represents sleep. C, Z, F. In graphics, the repetition of this English letter represents sleep. C, Z, F. I'll give you a hint. There is a tiny little emoji pal who has these little letters floating across its head. I'll give you a second to go look if you want, but good luck, because if I know anything, it's that you can literally never find the emoji that you're looking for when you need it. Never! You think the sunset would be with the weather, but it's in cityscapes? And the symbols section? I mean, don't even get me started on the symbols section. That section makes me want a cartoon swear, which is always the first letter of the swear word plus a bunch of random punctuation, usually with an exclamation at the end. Because damn right you're angry. Okay, maybe I just didn't get enough Z's last night, but it looks like most of y'all did. No time for a power nap though, just yet. We got question 4. Chuck is typically a nickname for what first name? Chester, Charles, Carl. Chuck is typically a nickname for what first name? Chester, Charles, Carl. You know, Nickname's actual first name is Nicholas Name, but his friends all call him Nick. Nickname. Yeah, see what I did there? I'm Sarah Pribis, and I don't normally go by a nickname because Sarah's pretty short and sweet as is, right? Sarah. Sarah. Right to the point. Just like we like it. Chuck? Well, that's pretty short and sweet too. And a lot of famous people have used this nickname. Converse's Chuck Taylor, Chuck Norris, Chuck E. Cheese, Woodchuck, Ground Chuck, I mean, to name a few. And all these Chucks? Well, they started out as Charlies or Charleses. And y'all got that nickname question in the nick of time. Question 5. What is the name of the visual discovery and image sharing website launched in 2010? Airbnb, Zillow, Pinterest. What is the name of the visual discovery and image sharing website launched in 2010? Airbnb, Zillow, Pinterest. If you've planned a wedding, gone on vacation, decorated an apartment, or ever just wanted some aesthetically pleasing visual inspo in the last decade, you've probably used this website, or known a woman named Lindsay who used this website while drinking pumpkin spice and wearing a giant plaid scarf. Lindsay, you good? I mean, I can't hear her through the scarf, but she seems pretty good. And really cozy? Wow, I wonder how she does it. In the old days, you'd make a vision or mood board by posting things up on a physical wall. And in a way, when you pin things up on this website, you're still doing that, just with fewer good housekeeping clippings and more blue light. Need some cute blue light glasses, by the way? Because I found a great pair on Pinterest. Hey, I'll link you. Question 6. In the first decade of the 2000s, which of the following musical artists had the most Billboard #1 hits? Mariah Carey, Usher, Black Eyed Peas. In the first decade of the 2000s, which of the following musical artists had the most Billboard #1 hits? Mariah Carey, Usher, Black Eyed Peas. All of these artists are up there as contenders for the most #1 hits, so do think very carefully before selecting the correct answer. But there is an artist not on this list who does deserve mentioning because with her group Destiny's Child and her solo career as Queen Bee, she technically has the most #1 hits of any artist in this decade. Of course, that's Beyonce, and you'd be crazy in love not to bow down before the queen. It's Beyonce Knowles' world, and we're all just living in it. But in the 2000s, Usher also did pretty well for himself with 7 #1 hits. Usher, Usher, Usher. Peace up, A-Town down to this one. Question 7. The novelty toy invented in 1998 that resembles a mounted freshwater fish originally sang what song? Take me to the river, sitting on the dock of the bay, smoke on the water. What did this fish originally sing? Take me to the river, sitting on the dock of the bay, smoke on the water. Well, I guess we're just continuing the theme today of discussing absolute music legends, and this fish? No exception. You'd be hard-pressed to find a frat house in the late 90s without one of these proudly mounted above the folding beer pong table. Why, it was the finest wall decoration money could buy from a Spencer's Gifts. It is rumored that the Queen of England has one of these, and Amazon recently released a version that is, you guessed it, Alexa compatible. Alexa, play Take Me to the River, because that's what the original Big Mouth Billy Bass would have sung. Question 8. Select the correct spelling of a name for chopped then pickled cabbage. Sauerkraut, sauerkraut, sauerkraut. Which one is it? Select the correct pronunciation. Select the correct spelling of a name for chopped then pickled cabbage. Which sauerkraut is correctly spelled? Pickled cabbage. If If that's not enough to make your mouth water, then I don't know what is. Wait though, I mean, have you actually tried this stuff? Don't knock it till you try it. It's delicious. And on top of a hot dog, even better. And don't even get me started on a Reuben. They sell those sandwiches in delis, but you should only get them from museums because those, my friends, are works of art. Sauerkraut is a German delicacy made of chopped cabbage that is then fermented, aka put in a jar in a dark cupboard and then forgotten about. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the answer to this question. It's the first one. The first one, S-A-U-E-R-K-R-A-U-T, sauerkraut. And I'll take some on my chili dog, please. Question 9. The largest collection of artwork by the Surrealist painter known for his melting clock pieces is nearest what city? St. Petersburg, Florida, Figueres, Spain, Mexico City, Mexico. The largest collection of artwork by the Surrealist painter known for his melting clock pieces is nearest what city? St. Petersburg, Florida, Figueres, Spain, Mexico City, Mexico. Yep, this painter's claim to fame, melting clocks, which is very clearly a symbol for time, obviously, duh, and also clearly a metaphor for man's cruelty to man. I don't know. Look, art history was never really my thing, so if you've got any theories, drop them in the chat after this. To me, if you just splatter art all over a canvas, I mean, that represents a mess. But Dali, the artist behind the melting clocks, had a ton of planning and skill in his dreamlike works that often can become different images depending on how far away you stand from the work. Now, I don't care if that's art, that's just cool. And the largest collection of his works in the world? Well, what do you know? They are in St. Petersburg, Florida. Why does nothing about Florida ever surprise me? It's time for the final question. Question 10. The equation F1 equals Fn minus 1 plus Fn minus 2 represents what? Newton's second law of motion, Avogadro's number, Fibonacci sequence. That equation represents what? Newton's law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, Avogadro's number, Fibonacci sequence. You know what all these equations have in common? They're all named after dudes. Probably math nerds who are like, you know how I'm gonna get a girl to fall in love with me? Numbers. Yeah, chicks dig numbers. That's why they won't give me their digits. They're keeping them all for themselves. So I don't think phones had been invented in time for any of these dudes to find love. And who knows, maybe they were just so busy with their math that love wasn't even on their minds. Wow, a man who loves his work? That's hot. F1 equals Fn minus 1 plus Fn minus 2 is the equation we use to find the next number in the Fibonacci sequence, which creates the golden ratio, which is found all over the place in nature. I'm sorry, did we just finish this game with a nearly impossible scientific math question? I think we did. I think we did. And we still have all of these winners? I mean, tell me your ways, you smarty pants, you. Did you score an 800 on the math portion of your SATs? What, like it's hard? It is hard. It's very hard. But you know what's not hard? Setting up your display profile all the way. Choosing a profile pic. Posting. Yeah, you need to do that to claim your winnings. Also, if you love hanging out with me, and really who doesn't? We are now doing a live pre-show at 7:30 p.m. Eastern every single weeknight before trivia. We'll be giving away trivia answers, talking about display tips and updates, and introducing you to cool content and peeps. So I hope to see you there tomorrow. We'll hang out, same location in the app. You just click on that TV icon at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you then, folks. Good night.